So check this out. Well, I mean, think about this. Will Cathie Wood finally admit defeat for talking about Teladoc stock so much? Yes, he's been a staunch advocate for innovative disruptors in the health industry, which Teladoc was trying to do. Well, did you see the recent earnings report for Teladoc? Did you see the price action in Teladoc? Look at this. Let me show you all this. The market in Teladoc on yesterday's trading ended down 24%. She's been pumping up Teladoc for a while. That's why this article from The Motley Fool is trying to say, will she finally admit defeat? Like, she picked the wrong stock. She has billions of dollars of assets under management. Will she finally admit that she got it wrong? Which I would appreciate. Like, let's keep it real. These people are human, just like we are. Will every stock that she chooses to put in her portfolio of ARK ETFs get it right? No, of course not. But will she come out and publicly say, yeah, this Teladoc, I thought it was going to be something. It turned out to be a nothing burger. Let's go ahead and move on to the next opportunity. Like, there's nothing wrong with showing that you're a human. This article was written by the Investor Place, June 29, 2023. 3 growth stocks Cathie Wood is betting on now. Guess which stock it is out of the 3. This was back in June, when the price in Teladoc was trading around $24, $25. And it's now at 15. Teladoc. Teladoc is known for its innovative app and comprehensive care programs. Its growth is supported by a positive outlook in the telehealth industry. Positive outlook. That was written in June. Here it is in the future, 2024. Do you think that outlook is still positive for the telehealth industry? Especially when the stock went down 24%. It doesn't look too positive anymore. Cathie Wood, are you going to come out and say something? Because you said that this was a growth stock, meaning that it's going to increase in value over time. But instead, the value of the stock has went the opposite direction. It's been going down. Look at this. Take a look. Yeah. When everyone was sitting at home because of the pandemic, the price action in Teladoc, you thought that the market would never come down. It was trading at $200, almost $300 per share. And here it is, $15. Not to mention the countless other people on YouTube who was pumping Teladoc. Straight talking about it. Day in and day out. Everyone was going to be filthy rich. Hold the stock for the long term, they tell you. And here it is today. $15. Way to go. At some point, you need to change your thought process. I don't understand what makes people feel like they cannot be wrong. They cannot say, well, upon more information, I now see Teladoc as being a sell. I don't understand the reason why people can't do that. Because even when the information is glaringly bearish and weak, and it's telling you that the stock is not a stock that you want to own, they will still tell you to come in and buy the dip. They will still tell you to come in and buy the dip and hold it for the next 25 years. A lot of these YouTubers do that, and it doesn't make any sense to me. If you see different information, new information that you didn't originally have when you first said that it was a buy, come back in and say, look, I think it's a sell now because of this new information. I think it's going to impact where price is going to go now. There's nothing wrong with that. You're able to change your mind. But they don't. And I doubt that Cathie will come in and say anything about Teladoc and how she felt that it was a growth play. I doubt that she would do that. She'll just go in and sell it at a loss. So, what do you guys think? Let's go ahead and get rid of this price prediction right here that we did back in February of last year. So it's been about a full year that we did that price prediction in Teladoc. So if you were to get out the market now, that price prediction would have garnered you around 42%. And we were telling you that it was weak then. See? So even though we play both sides of the market, I want you all to understand that you can do the same thing too. You don't have to be a diehard buyer of these stocks. You can be a seller too and make money on the way down. Now, the negative thing that you can see in Teladoc is that it has broken this trading range that we identified, right? That was another big clue that something wasn't right in Teladoc right here in September of 2023 to where the market broke that support line. The market was telling you then that something has changed. The price of these stocks don't lie to you. It's telling you the truth. You just need to believe it. But many people don't want to believe it. They rather believe what Cathie Wood has to say. They rather believe what these YouTubers have to say. But the price glaringly told you that it was broken back in September of last year. And instead of people believing that it was broken, they said, I'm going to buy more on the dip. So looking at this stock is broken. Zooming out, we are seeing the price in Teladoc literally coming to the all-time lows from like 2016. Here it is 2024. And you're right back to where you were in 2016. Way to go to those who've been holding the stock for the long term. So how low will the market go in Teladoc? Here's some buy zone right here. 14. That's the next logical point. It's $14. Here's the next one. And ultimately, at the very low. Okay. Take a look at Teladoc on the monthly time frame. Seven more days. Currently, that definitely looks bearish. Hopefully, the market would bounce like it did during the month of October and November of last year. Hopefully, the market can bounce around 15 bucks. But that is definitely weakness there on the monthly chart. Here it is on 3. Teladoc on the 6 months. Teladoc on the 5 weeks. Teladoc on the 3. Teladoc on the 2. These charts are not lying. We have one more day and 9 hours. And that 2-week bar right here definitely looks bearish. I don't know what else to tell you. The only thing that would alleviate Teladoc from going lower would be the buyers who stepped in on this 2-week price bar back in October and November. Do you think those buyers are still there? Because if so, then yeah, the market can bounce. But if they're not there, then like we're anticipating already that the weakness of Teladoc is still apparent, it's going to continue to go lower. Okay, so I'm going to say. So I do acknowledge that. I do see that there's a slight chance that price in Teladoc can bounce right here. Literally where it is right now. So you may see a bounce off the gate. It may try to go higher in price. But from a longer term perspective, you'll be asinine to think that the price in the market is definitely bullish right now. We haven't seen that yet. So again, just like I did last time in our video, we're going to look for price in Teladoc to go down. But we don't have that far to go. Like I'm not going to say that this stock is completely going to go to zero, but at least to this first buy zone, either at the high, which is around 14, which is 11%, in between, or at the low, which is around 13.5. Okay. And then our second target is going to be at this second buy zone, either at the high or the low. And that's it. Okay. So we'll see what happens. We'll see these buyers are going to hold the market, because that would be the only thing that would keep our price predictions from not being right, is if these buyers here continue to hold the market. So that's pretty much what we're waiting on to see if that's going to happen, because if so, then we need to come through and change our forecast. All right, so give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain a profitability, and as always, trade different.